remember a time a few years ago when I was in Thailand for a winter holiday. I don't know if you've ever been there before, but there's a small island on the west of the mainland which is called Koh Phi Phi. It's so lovely. It really is the definition of paradise on earth. There are lovely sandy beaches on either side of the islands. There's a mini jungle on the outside part of the island, and there are various restaurants and hotels. You really do feel like you're a million miles away from earth. It's a great place to relax and get loose. So anyway, as well as being a place you can relax, the island also is famous for its wild nightlife too. When the sun sets, everyone gets together around the strip of bars, and in the center then eventually making their way to the beach parties after midnight. So anyway, I'm walking along there one night and I noticed this guy literally coming out of nowhere, randomly approaching a girl or two. It didn't look like he was doing that great, as he was getting blown out left and right and center, but I did admire his courage and what he was doing. It was pretty funny though, as I remember he was really pale, slightly chubby, and he did really look a bit out of place being there. He was cute but just stuck out a bit, I guess, so I didn't really think much of it at the time, and I walked on and I went to one of the bars there. So anyway, I find myself walking along the district. The same time the following day, I find myself walking past the same district of bars, and I see the same guy there again doing the exact same thing, and once again getting blown out left and right and center. It was adorable as he didn't take notice of his surroundings at all. There was even a group of really well built, tanned guys looking at him, and in the background laughing amongst themselves with their drinks in their hand, which is quite sad. They would laugh every time he got rejected, which I thought was wrong. Credit to the guy for having the courage for doing what he wants. So as the weeks pass and as time goes on, one of the nights I find myself sat down at one of the larger outdoor fish restaurants there. One of the nights trying to work out what dish I wanted on this very night. So I ordered a cocktail whilst I'm looking through the big menu, still a bit undecided on what I wanted to eat. I put down the menu for a split second, just randomly veer across the restaurant, when in the distance I noticed a guy and a girl walk into the restaurant. Oh my god, it's that same guy from before. He was approaching all of the girls and getting blown out. To my shock and awe, pleasant shock and awe, I see that he finally hooked up with a girl. Hooray! Or at least they were on a date, so I had my hopes up. And wow, credit to him, she was actually quite decent. She looked Latin or Spanish, very tan, and had a decent body. Wow, the guy finally made it. I cannot believe it. Well, I can believe it, but just great to see it unfold as it did. What can we learn from this experience? Well, I must say, one of the key points this highlights is the importance of going out more and being proactive, which leads me to another part of this video. Let me run through the 5 dating hacks in order to speed up your success in your dating life and with women. Let me run through the top 5 dating hacks in order to speed up your success in your dating life and with women. Number 1, go out more. This really is the bottom line. Although it seems pretty obvious, you'll be surprised as most people disregard this, or should I say, overlook this all the time. Guys wonder why they can't meet someone when they don't even go out and put the effort in. You need to be out there at the scene of the crime all the time. But don't get me wrong, it also doesn't mean that you have to become an alcoholic and drink each time you go out. Try to be intelligent about it. And also, there are so many different ways you can go out too. You shouldn't limit yourself to the bars, the clubs only. You can, for example, still technically go out by approaching girls during the day, and you can also go out the usual way and go to clubs and limit yourself to 1 drink. So try to be intelligent and creative about it. If you do decide to simply go to the bars and clubs, then why not take your car with you as an added reason for you not to be drinking? Guys, going going out more will automatically become more relaxed in the environment and force you to socialize and approach more. Sooner or later, you'll find it so much more natural socializing and starting cold conversations with women simply by going out more. It's also a good idea to establish a venue you're familiar with. Number 2, find a good wingman. I stress the word good, as you don't want any random wingman, and you don't want the wingman to make things worse for you either, or to compete with you. Find a good wingman, even if it means you have to nurture them at the beginning and develop them, despite their level or social prowess being a level below yours. Don't be judgmental with who you meet. Make sure you screen for the good qualities of a wing, which is someone who is positive and consistent. Those are the main qualities, so don't be so quick to judge them purely based on their looks. Think of it like a property. It sometimes takes time for the development of the property. It takes a lot of effort, but once you've developed the property, its market value is so much higher and you will attract so many more buyers or renters. Number 3, stay in shape. A lot of dating gurus completely disregard this point, as there's always been a long-held fantasy, especially in the pickup artist industry, that a geeky guy can take home a stunning chick into his basement with the right conversation skills only. This is complete fallacy. I mean, for sure, you could be lucky and there could be a girl out there who simply digs geeky guys, but you're really going against the odds. If you want to be more consistent in the field, you need to take a look at yourself in the mirror and look really after yourself and your well-being. Clean up your diet first, foremost, and shed those unnecessary pounds. Once you start losing weight, your facial features will show more, which draws attention to women. When you start eating well, you'll also have clearer face, a better complexion, which is very attractive. Number 4, keep in touch with your fashion trends. Once again, this is yet another key point that's often disregarded by those self-proclaimed top dating coaches. Make sure you follow what's in and what's not. Guys, it might seem like a real chore doing this sort of research and going in and out of shops, but believe me, women have a subtle eye for these things. You can spot a fashionable guy from a mile away, and it's really attractive, so never take this for granted. Remember that the first impression is so important, and it can be the make or break as to whether the girl wishes to continue to talk to you or not. Number 5, consistency. Guys, the final hack in order to really quick start and boost your dating life, and probably the most important tip too, is none other than consistency. You should never ever underestimate the power of consistency and the power of persistence in not giving up when you're going about your dating life. In order to get success in dating, in fact, let me phrase this better. In order to get success that you want in dating, you will inevitably experience various ups and downs. You will experience emotional high moments and low moments, but don't let this dictate your ultimate dating goal. Don't let them stop you from getting a girl or girls that you really fancy. You'll be so surprised, as one day you'll be sitting on the couch with not a single girl on your phone to message, to have a conversation with. But then, a short time later, you will have a list of girls on your phone who are really interested and keen in you, and you will be having difficulty finding the time to message each of them. It's a fantastic twist of fate, and it will happen to you eventually when you stay consistent. You carry on going out and putting in the effort with the tips above. Guys, I really do hope you enjoyed watching today, and please do stay tuned for many more videos from me and from the crew at KamaTV. I'm Maria, and I'll see you next time.